Hello, ako po si Mrs. White at ang ituturo ko po sa inyo ngayon ay ang cell division. Bago tayo magsimula, nandito yung mga vocabulary words na kailangan niyong malaman na ituturo ko sa inyo ngayon while we are going through the lesson. So, malalaman natin kung ano ibig sabihin ng cell division, cell cycle, interphase, S-phase, mitosis, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, at cytokinesis. Bago tayo magsimula, panoorin natin itong short animation na ito kung paano gumagaling ang sugat. Kung mapapansin ninyo na pinupunan ng mga cells yung gap kung saan nagkasugat ang isang tao sa balat. And in short, pinupunan ng cells yung gap na yon kung saan yung sugat. At kaya nangyayari ito ay dahil sa proseso ng cell division. So ano nga ba ang cell division? So, ang cell division ay ang proseso na kung saan ay ang cells ay nagre-reproduce o gumagawa ng panibagong kopya. So, paano nangyayari yon? So, usually, bago mangyari ang cell division, nasisense ng mga healthy cells sa kapaligiran kung saan yung sugat. For example, na-sense nila na merong gap, merong mga cells na namatay or na-damage. And so, what will happen is the cells will be triggered or signaled to undergo cell division. Ibig sabihin nun, magsisignal yung gap na yon na, hey, it's time to divide. So, the cell division has different phases. Ang tawag dito ay cell cycle. So, ang cell cycle ay iba't ibang proseso na pinagdadaanan ng cells bago siya mag-eventually divide at mag-reproduce ng exact copy ng cell. Ang pinaka-importanting stage dito sa cell cycle is yung S-phase or yung DNA replication. Dito nagaganap yung pag-photocopy, so to speak, ng mga chromosomes para pagka nag-duplicate na yung cell, meron siyang equal amount of chromosomes na identical. The other stages or phases ng cell cycle is yung G1 and G2, which collectively is called the interphase. So, anong nangyayari sa interphase? During the interphase stage, diyan nangyayari yung DNA synthesis or yung DNA replication. If you notice, may red and blue colors. So, this is just a representation of the DNA that's replicated or copied. So, yung red ay eksaktong kopya nung blue. Also, diyan na din lumalabas yung centrosome. So, itong black image at the top of the cell ay yung centrosomes. At ang distinguishing feature o yung kung ano yung mapapansin nyo during interphase is that yung chromosomes ay thread-like. Ang tawag sa kanila ay chromatin. So, usually, you can use chromosomes, chromatin, chromatids. So, yung chromatin is just a thread-like strand of your DNA. Okay? And of course, they are still enclosed inside the nuclear membrane. So, napapalibutan pa rin siya ng nuclear membrane. Now, paghanda na ang cell to divide, it will move on to the next phase, which is mitosis. And in mitosis phase, ito lang yung series of events na dinadaanan ng cell leading up to eventually pagproduce ng dalawang daughter cells. It will start in prophase, then metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Now, let's discuss each phases of mitosis. The first one is prophase. So, during prophase, mapapansin na ninyo na nagkakaroon na ng gap in between the membrane or the nuclear membrane. Pinapakita lang nito na unti-unting nawawala yung nuclear membrane. Mapapansin nyo din na yung chromatin na mukhang sinulid or thread-like noong interphase ay unti-unti nang nagko-condense o kumakapal ang itsura dahil nagkakaroon na ito ng kinetochore, like yung circular structure sa gitna nung red and blue chromosomes. At meron kang 2 sets of chromosomes na nakikita dito. Later on, maghihiwa-hiwalay sila. Mapapansin nyo din na merong centrosome na unti-unting lumalakad o gumagalaw papunta sa magkabilang dulo ng cell. And of course, yung spindle fibers o itong sinulid na ito sa kaliwa ng nucleus na nakadikit sa centrosome, ang tawag dyan ay spindle fibers. So later on, meron niyang use kung bakit merong spindle fibers. Now, movements will continue between centrosomes, spindle fibers, and yung chromosome. And in terms of the chromosomes, unti-unti itong gagalaw o pupunta sa gitna ng cell. Ang tawag sa phase na ito ay metaphase. So, once luminya na sa gitna ng cell ang chromosomes, yung spindle fibers na I was telling you about na mukhang fishing pole ay unti-unting nag-a-attach dun sa gitna ng chromosome. So, sa gitna ng X-like structure, which is your chromosome, ay nag-a-attach yung spindle fibers doon. So, para siyang hook. Doon siya nag-hook sa chromosome. Because your spindle fibers later on, sila ang hihila sa chromosomes during the stage of anaphase. So, during the stage of anaphase, the spindle fibers will cause these chromosomes to break apart. Pretty much, yung chromosomes natin will break to become chromatids. So, kung napapansin ninyo, yung X nahati sa dalawa and yung one part of the chromosome pumupunta dun sa kaliwa and the other one sa kanan. So, they move sa magkabilang direksyon. And if you notice, equal numbers yung left and right. Yan ang pinaka-importanting dapat niyong tandaan. And as soon as the chromatids reaches both ends at nandun na sila sa may chromosomes, that's when your anaphase ends. Which leads us to the next phase, which is your telophase. So, telophase is the end of mitosis, kung saan unti-unti nang pinalilibutan ng nuclear membrane yung chromatids na nagpunta sa kaliwa and sa kanan. So, 2 nuclear membranes will start reappearing. And then, unti-unti nang nag-a-uncoil yung chromatids. So, ibig sabihin, unti-unti na siyang numinipis and eventually magiging thread-like na siya ulit to become chromatids. And if you notice yung arrow sa taas at saka sa baba ng image, nagkakaroon ng what we call as cleavage furrow, kung saan nagkakaroon ng pinching. Ito yung point kung saan naghihiwalay na yung cytoplasm, wherein of course, eventually maghihiwalay sila. And before we move on to that last phase, wherein it is completely separated, kung mapapansin niyo, wala na yung spindle fiber, wala na rin yung centrosome. And lastly, and eventually, your cell will separate into two daughter cells. And ang tawag natin dyan ay cytokinesis. So, ang cytokinesis, in short, yan lang yung paghihiwalay ng isang cell into two daughter cells, which contains an identical genetic composition. So, tayo magbalik-aral kung ano-ano yung mga natutunan natin ngayon. First, cell division. Pag nagkasugat ang isang tao, cells will get triggered to undergo cell division. And cell division has different phases. G1, S, G2, mitosis, at cytokinesis. So, each stage, yan yung pinagdadaanan ng cell bago siya makagawa ng panibagong cells. And lastly, in mitosis phase, merong 4 na phases: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Sana'y nakatulong ito para maintindihan ninyo ang cell division. I'll see you in class.